Do you ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world while pretending that you're just fine? Like everyone sees the smile, the strength, the success, the way you keep showing up each and every day, but underneath it all, you're exhausted. Do you ever feel emotionally numb, disconnected from yourself, stuck in survival mode? Constantly fighting battles that nobody else can see. Maybe you're overwhelmed. Maybe you're burnt out. Maybe you're carrying grief, trauma, fear, pressure, guilt, shame, or disappointment so heavy that you don't even recognize yourself when you look in the mirror anymore. And maybe the hardest part is this. You've tried to keep going. You've tried to stay strong. But deep down, you're wondering if life is ever really going to feel peaceful again. There was a time in my life when that was me. I looked strong on the outside, but inside, I was exhausted, overwhelmed, emotionally numb, and just barely surviving. After my traumatic brain injury at 14 years old, I learned how to keep moving forward physically. But no one could see the invisible battle happening underneath it all. The fear, the pressure, the emotional exhaustion, the feeling that no matter how hard I tried, something still felt broken inside. And over the years, I began to realize something powerful. Many of us are living trapped by lies we didn't even know we believed. Lies that say, you're not enough. You'll never heal. You'll always struggle. This is just the way it's gonna be. You're a mistake and a failure. You have to carry this alone. You're too damaged. You're just too far gone. And when those lies repeat long enough, they begin to shape how we think, how we live, how we see ourselves. They shape our reality. They even shape how we see God. That's what keeps people stuck. Not because they're weak, not because they're failures, but because survival mode changes the way we think, the way we feel, how we trust, and how we function day to day. I know what it feels like to smile in public while silently falling apart behind closed doors. To feel disconnected from yourself. To lose hope. To wonder if life could ever truly be peaceful again. But what I discovered through years of healing, years of rebuilding, through prayer, surrender, and obedience is that the world teaches us to chase money, to chase power, to chase performance and control, believing that those things will finally make us feel whole. But they never do, because the real battle has always been much deeper. The battle is for your identity, your beliefs, your trust, your purpose, your soul. And through every season of pain, trauma, loss, rejection, fear, and uncertainty, God continued reinforcing His truth over the lies that once kept me trapped. Little by little, He rebuilt me from the ground up. Not overnight, not instantly, but daily. He taught me how to rise again, how to renew my mind, how to rebuild trust, how to stop living in survival mode, how to move from fear into faith, how to find peace even in the hard seasons. And through that journey, I began developing the same strategies, frameworks, and resilience tools that I now teach others through the Miracle Power Activation System. Not just motivational ideas, but practical faith based strategies that help people rebuild their foundation mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Because healing is not about pretending the pain never happened. It's about learning how to move forward without staying trapped inside it. That's why I created the Miracle Power Activation Cohort and why I'm launching the Pathway to Peace Recovery Group. The cohort is designed to help you begin rebuilding your life from the inside out through structured guidance, resilient strategies, faith centered support, reflection tools, and community. And the recovery group is something deeply personal to me. Twice each month, we gather locally in a safe space where veterans, trauma survivors, and those battling post traumatic stress can come together without judgment, without pretending, and without having to carry everything alone anymore. A place focused on healing without reliving. A place to learn practical tools for rebuilding stability, for rebuilding trust, peace, and purpose. A place where truth can begin replacing the lies that once kept you stuck. I'm not here because I'm perfect. I'm here because I know what it feels like to sit in darkness, wondering if and when things will ever change. And I also know what it feels like when God slowly rebuilds a life that once felt impossible to restore. If you feel stuck right now, I want you to know this: healing is possible, peace is possible, purpose is possible. But it starts with the willingness to believe that your story is not over yet. Because the same miracle power that rebuilt me is available to you too. Just remember, you hold the keys to unlocking your miracle power.